So I don't know if you guys realize this or not.
Huh.
Thor's kind of a shit starter. He's a shit talker.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the sports world.
Oh,
You get him going about sports. Like the guy almost got into a fist fight this morning, and I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
Stop it.
but like, here's the thing. I've learned over time. I've really reeled it in with starting shit. Like, I don't talk shit unless you talk shit now. So what happened?
But you end it.
But then I end it. So what happened this morning was not my fault.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm sitting in the break room,
Oh my God.
and this guy comes in, and he says, "We're talking." He asked
Like
me,
a friend or an acquaintance?
acquaintance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, acquaintance.
And he asked me how the day's going. And I'm like, oh, it's another morning. I go, did you watch the game last night? He says, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I was bummed Ohio State won. And he goes, yeah, I bet you it killed you watching Saquon do what he did for the Eagles.
Again,
Like a little-
playful teasing.
Oh, no.
Playful teasing.
Oh,
no.
Which is what Thor lives for.
Yes.
you know?
But
if you do it to him against his guys,
No.
oh boy, it got ugly.
Well, he's been doing this for all year.
Okay.
And he came in second in our fantasy league.
Oh.
So I go, yeah, it sucks. Just like you coming in second again in our fantasy league.
Why? Mate?
And then I said,
Straight for the
it's so
Joker.
and the only
crazy.
reason he came in second was because he started a defense that went up against the Giants, and the Giants happened to go off, and it made him lose. So I went, what defense did you start in that championship game?
Let's see.
Who'd they play?
Oh, now
Got
it's
it.
getting
It's
real.
again, yeah, and
Yeah,
it's really
getting-
And
weird and
uncomfortable,
uncomfortable
yeah.
and ugly.
Hey, don't bring a
Okay.
knife to a gunfight.
What? Well, apparently this is going on with in-laws as well.
Oh, no.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
I've gotten to know Thor so well. I know when it's okay to do jokes and when it's not okay to do jokes.
Yeah.
And when it's okay to kind of talk shit and not okay to talk shit. He's got to be in the right frame of mind.
Yeah.
Like
You're
first
right.
thing in the morning, if you don't know this guy and you make that comment to him, it's gonna be on.
Also,
Really
I don't
bad.
know if you guys realize this, but I love my football team, and they suck.
No.
And watching this season, I've been 38 years. I've been a fan of this football team.
Oh,
Since
really?
before I was born.
Oh,
I had no
wow.
choice.
In
I was
utero.
born into it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
What a
this
stat.
is by far the worst season they've ever had that I've ever seen. My dad, he's been a fan since the 50s. This is the worst season he's ever seen. They've won 3 games. The Saquon stuff is fucking brutal. So having and watching him do what he did yesterday it's gut
He's
wrenching.
really going
It's
off.
gut wrenching. It's the worst thing ever. It'd be like if McCaffrey left the Niners and then went and took a team to a Super Bowl the next year, like the Raiders.
Oh,
It'd
it
be
would
brutal.
not even be close. Because I don't
it's
feel
awful.
anything the way you feel
Yeah,
about
it's-
your team. So, I mean, as
it's-
big of a fan as I am, I cannot relate to
It's
anything you
awful.
say.
So having some jerk come in there
No, no,
and say
no.
Now
that
he's
to
a
me,
jerk.
Oh,
and
no.
say that to me, and he knows what he's doing, yeah, it pisses me off.
Okay, you need
Sorry.
to take it down a few notches,
Look
pal.
at him.
This is the way he is. So I know, like he's
Yeah.
okay with joking about and what he's not okay with joking about.
Yeah, I'd say I 90% know. Most of the time I go, okay, this is not the time to engage with Thor. But about 10% of the time I won't realize it or I won't know what's going on in
You
the
also
sports
do
world.
don't mind every once in a
Sky
while.
loves digging in there.
You loves poking
She
the bear.
fucking
Oh, it
loves
depends
You
on the
love poking
topic.
the bear.
You're right.
She
You're
never
right.
mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, it depends on the topic.
She'll randomly bring something up that you've completely forgot about and be like, right? And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more just kind of referring to sports like,
Well, yeah,
like
you don't really get
certain
into
Every
Yeah.
once in a while, you'll pull the pin and be like, "Fuck it," and throw the pin and throw the grenade, and
Every
I'll be
once in a
like,
while.
"Sky,
No.
And
are
he
you out
just-
of your fucking mind?"
and he just jumps under
yeah,
the table.
all right, well, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not. So yeah, I've gotten to know Thor so well
You know
over the
that.
years. And this will be through text or
Yeah.
anything like that. Like he'll say something, and I'll go, "Okay, he's in a jokey mood here. I can fire back something funny about whatever's going on, and be fine."
Yeah.
I don't think it's been years since I've made him mad. Like through text,
Yeah, I don't really
where I
get
know,
that.
like
Yeah,
I haven't done that because
No.
I know what
You
he's
now
sensitive
know.
about. There'll be people that try to engage me with shit talking Thor on Twitter,
Oh.
like about the Giants and whatever. I don't even respond.
You don't.
Don't even
Smart.
respond.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
go.
either.
I'm not going to open that can of the worms. I'm just not going to do it.
I feel like I can get crazy, don't get me wrong, but I feel like
this is what he does now.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
Like
turned
listen
it,
to the last 5 minutes.
I know, but
You haven't.
remember how bad I used to be? It used
You're
to be
worse.
worse. No, I used to. Now I just tweet my own stuff, but I used to argue with people back and
with that,
forth.
you're
Is
right.
what I mean.
With
Yeah.
that, you're right.
I've toned it down the arguing back and forth.
Your
I
level
tweet,
is like on another.
I tweet myself, and then when people comment, I
Don't you go
attack
like all those
them.
beat writers things you were just talking
yeah,
about?
but I don't.
Yes.
But when like P1s try to engage with me because they want to get under my skin,
Yeah.
or like just random people, I usually don't engage anymore on
Yeah,
Instagram.
I'll give
and
them
stuff.
that.
I used to do
I'll
that.
give them that.
Yeah.
That is true.
Very good.
But don't act like
No.
you know.
No.
You're
But
not upset.
What sucks is
Yeah.
like I get
Cool as a
I get
cucumber.
I get hyped up and I start waving my arms and I get loud. But I'm also just I'm not angry per se, but I can tell how you
It
think
seems-
It
you
seems
are.
that
Yeah,
way.
you're-
but
you're-
I'm not. So I'm trying to
you're
tone down how I
happy.
get. What'd you say?
You're happy.
You're celebrating.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm a lot like our buddy B Dub, where like
Oh,
you're talking
God.
to him, you're arguing with him, and you're like, "Whoa, dude." So that's how I'm trying to tone that down a
You're
lot.
too hot. Too hyped.
Yeah, I get too
Too
hyped.
hyped.
So the guy this morning, that was what, 4 hours ago. Where are we at with that guy? Are we still pissed at him?
Yeah, clearly.
I
Are
wasn't.
we like? Do we get like?
Well,
oh,
he
he was
knows-
just joking.
He knows he knows what he's doing. though.
He's a button pusher for sure.
Yeah, he's a button pusher.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't not like him by any
Okay,
means.
okay.
But he knows what he's doing. He knows
That's your hot button.
That's my hottest button that there could be is the Saquon Barkley going to the Eagles. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing hotter than that in sports for me.
So if
he
you
knows what he's doing.
If you see him this afternoon in the hall,
Oh, I won't say anything.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
moving on
Well, just
to a new
I'll just go,
topic.
yeah, I'll say hi. Like I
Okay,
won't.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't hate him or anything.
We're not-
like that.
we're
He's
not
not
gonna
gonna
take
walk
a
by
jab.
like clothesline him in the
No,
hallway or anything.
no.
Okay.
Unless the guy yells out Saquon.
Yeah, if he comes up and goes Saquon, then I'll bring up him
Then
coming in
it's,
second place.
Then it's on again.
Oh no.
Then it's
oh,
on
no.
all over
Okay.
again.
Shows
Yeah.
up tomorrow in a Saquon jersey.
Probably.
Yeah, he probably.
So yes, this is Thor. This is how he is.
Yeah.
Sports is that's his thing. Where he wants to engage in the arguing, the shit talking, the fun aspect of it. Mostly,
I grew up on New York sports radio.
Right.
That's what it is.
this is what he does.
And that was my dream. I wanted to be on New York sports. I still listen to it every day.
Wow.
So like that's what I wanted to do.
So
Wow.
a lot of times, as you ladies know,
Oh god.
all that he wants to do to talk to me about is whatever's going on
and
in the
Eddie
sports
and
world.
I will argue.
Yeah. Sometimes, not that I don't even. I try not to engage anymore either because I don't even want to bother. It's
Yeah.
too exhausting. You know, if you don't see things the way Thor sees it,
Ooh.
then it's not great. So I just kind of great.
Oh.
You know, I don't know.
You've
I don't
given
mind
up.
talking to him about it, but if I don't agree with him, I'm not going to engage in an
You're just gonna
argument
keep
with
that
him.
to yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, why bother?
Okay.
Because he gets off on the arguing.
Yeah.
And I don't have the time for it. I just
Or the energy,
or the
honestly.
energy. I can't do it anymore. So I don't really get that involved in it.
Yeah.
Now that being said, we will text during football games and things like that about whatever, and it's usually just like, can you believe that guy did that,
Yeah.
or that's the extent of it.
Okay.
Well, apparently there is a text thread that's going on with his in-laws. I'm talking about his father-in-law and his brother-in-laws.
Oh.
So Haley has 3 brothers and obviously her dad, and they're all big football fans, and of course that's perfect for Thor.
Yeah, it's great.
Because whenever they get together, they can talk football, whatever,
great.
and all that stuff. Is it great?
Yeah, because
Is it great?
we talk sports. They're very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
and they know.
It's turned before, where
Yeah.
because you guys are on complete opposite ends.
Well, they're Niners fans. I'm the East Coast.
They're also Giants, San
a good
Francisco
Giants
Giants
fan,
fans.
Yankee
You're a
fan.
Yankee fan. So I remember there was a baseball argument that you guys got into that went south real quick.
Probably,
that you
yeah.
had to bounce out of because you got hot, he got hot, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah, I don't. When it, for the most part, I try to keep it fun and like on there. And like, if I don't agree with something, I just won't say anything. I don't want to argue, but what happened on Sunday was something I had to say something.
Oh no! Oh god!
So
we go.
one of Haley's
Here we go.
one of Haley's brothers, Keith,
Okay.
who Eddie and Emily know.
Yeah, he's
Great. He's very knowledgeable in sports, but
Yeah.
he's a lot like me, where like he like lives, breathes, and dies his teams, and like
Oh, wow.
he can't eat if they lose, kind of thing.
Oh, jeez.
So we're watching the game. We're all watching the Eagle Rams game. And they want the Eagles to win because they hate the Rams. I want the Rams to win because I hate the Eagles. But we're not arguing about that at all.
Yeah.
And it's snowing, not great weather. So Keith
Hope
says,
they didn't bring up Saquon.
of course they did.
Oh God.
And so Keith says, well, they'll say like, sorry, I have to say this, but Saquon's unbelievable. But they know they're going to annoy me.
Yeah.
So but I'm fine with. All right, I get that. So Keith says, it's so stupid that these games aren't played in the dome. These owners are idiots. They need to have dome stadiums only
Oh.
because the weather. And as a guy who's like a football purist, it was like a very Gen Z take to me because he's 26.
Too soft to play outside.
It wasn't even a soft take. It's just like dude, that's just not football. Like it was a very Gen Z take.
Yeah.
Like every game should be in a dome. Like no, and I get why he's saying it. I guess because I don't know, Eddie. His other brother said the Niners don't play that well in cold weather recently, or Brock Purdy hasn't. So that's probably why he's saying it. But still,
I
I'm
mean,
like
the elements are part of the game.
So I said the greatest games ever have been played in the elements in football. That's what makes it so great. And then I go jokingly. I said
No.
But
It's
again,
text.
this is
It's
text.
text.
It's
Okay.
text.
So you can't read tone.
You're right.
No.
So I said,
Oh, no,
couldn't
what?
disagree more. That's football. It's meant to be played in the conditions. We got some typical Cali guys over here.
Oh, okay. We're tiptoeing on some dangerous.
As a Cali guy,
Yeah.
that irks me a little bit.
You're trying to get under there.
Yeah, I don't.
Clearly.
Okay.
Like we're soft.
I know him, so I don't take it seriously.
Yeah, I should have thrown some
And I would
ha-ha-has
have
after
wrote
it.
like, typical New York loudmouth loser over here,
Ew.
Which is
or
what,
something like that.
Which is what her
you know.
dad has said to me
Oh.
multiple times.
Oh.
Like New York sports fans are the worst. New York sports fans
Yeah.
are this. New York
That
sports
is
fans
true.
are
I
that.
agree. I agree.
But I just go ha 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 back.
Okay,
You know?
so you don't take it seriously.
No.
Okay.
But
So-
when you said that comment there, you didn't do LOL, cry face emoji.
That
First of all,
does-
I would never use an emoji.
she's-
but
he's not
You
an
didn't do
emoji
any
guy.
of that?
But you gotta do a sign.
I didn't realize till just now when I saw it that I didn't use
LOL
any
or anything.
LOL.
Yeah.
Which is
Because
a
that
mistake.
tells you I'm
Which is a
joking.
mistake.
Because that tells you I'm
Yeah,
joking.
Which is a
yeah,
mistake.
Yeah, we're having fun here.
Yeah.
So
This is silly.
So how'd
we're-
that go over?
So he
not having
goes.
fun?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm a soft Cali guy because I don't want a better team to win the game. So I'm just like, it's just football. Like, so then I said, well, then they should have had home field advantage, and then they wouldn't be playing in Philly. And then her dad
no.
chimes in
Oh,
No,
no,
no.
Oh, God.
and just
I
says
hate
in
this.
all caps, "Go Philly,"
Oh wow.
just to troll her dad. No, there is not a bigger troll on earth than Niner Greg.
Okay.
He's like the king troll.
No.
Everyone knows this.
Wow.
Everyone knows
So I was
So
like,
do you back out of the conversation
So
at that point? I hope.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
well, I
Thor.
said what I said.
Yeah.
And then her dad made it even weirder. And I just was like, all right. So I stopped talking because I don't want to argue like
Yeah,
that. It's
smart.
crazy. And I love those guys. Like, I love talking sports with them.
Yeah.
So, but they're like me,
Yeah.
especially Keith. Keith's very much like me, where we get hot over it. So I let it go. It simmered for like 10 minutes, and then we just started talking about something else. And we continue to talk about the game and like plays and stuff like that. So everything was fine. So then I call Haley, who gets off of work, my wife, and Haley is very sensitive to what her family thinks of me and what her family thinks of her. It's a little too much.
Okay.
Because it's like it's not a big deal. And they clearly like me. Like, obviously. We text all
Although
the
you
time.
weren't on the family wall.
Oh, I heard
So
that.
Heard about
True,
that
Eddie.
last week.
Yeah.
Wasn't gonna
Just
say
saying.
anything.
Just
but-
saying.
That is
You
true.
know, you didn't make that.
I didn't
that
make
cut.
the family wall.
No.
So I said, man, me and your brother were going at it a little bit, and I told her what happened, and she's mad at me.
Oh.
She goes,
what do you mean?
She goes, what are you thinking doing that? I don't understand. Like, why do you have to fight with my family like that? I go, Haley, I'm joking around. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And she goes, it's a big deal to me. I gotta go. Bye. And she hangs up.
Oh
That's her big. That's her move. I gotta go.
Bye.
Solid move, by the way.
Wow. So now Haley and her brothers all hate you.
My wife doesn't hate me. My wife doesn't hate me.
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's not good.
No.
No, so I call her back and I go, Haley, I'm just joking. We always joke around like this. She goes, you don't understand. You don't get it. I don't.
little protective,
I know
huh?
how you. Yeah, very. What
Yeah.
if I did that with your? What if I did that with your dad? I'm like, what?
Wait, that doesn't even.
That's a weird.
That'd be hilarious.
Analogy.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah,
Can we
I'm
make
like,
that
I
happen?
don't-
That'd
So
be
I'm
great.
like, well, what do you want me to do in that situation? If he says something that I think is insane, I can't even have an opinion. That's our relationship. We talk about
Yeah.
sports. She goes, well, I don't know. Just next time, just say something. Just don't engage. And I'm like,
Well,
I mean, chopped off at the knees here.
Oh God.
I think you would have been fine if you would have done LOL.
100%.
I agree.
Because then they know clearly this guy's joking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you would have just said, some of the best games are played in the elements, this and that, that's fine.
That's fine too.
Then you take a shot at them for being Cali
This
boys.
got weird.
That's when you cross the line. And unless you would have wrote LOL.
So
I
true.
forgot
That was
to
your
write
mistake.
LOL.
That's your
So
mistake.
I forgot
true.
to write
So
LOL.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue here.
I forgot to write LOL.
Yeah, that's you can't have that
No.
happen.
Yeah.
No,
So at the end of the day, I'll write LOL.
Like
next
you
time.
don't need to write that with me because I get it.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if I'm an idiot.
well, you know what I mean. LOL.
No, I don't.
LOL.
Oh,
LOL.
we got it.